Hey guys, good morning. It's me, Mr. Chotocall. Um, we are going to be continuing some of our videos on applications of similar figures. I hope you watched the video on converting from inches feet or feet and inches to feet with decimals. We will need that in this video, so please make sure you have completed or watched that video prior to this. Um, so first thing we're going to look at a word problem involving similar figures. Now, you'll see, let's read through here. It says, Haken is standing next to a building whose shadow is 15 feet tall. Haken is 6 feet tall and cast a 2.5-foot shadow. How high up is the building? Now, I'm going to use my fancy tool here, and we are going to try and sketch this bad boy out. So, all I'm going to do here is just try and sketch this scenario. And again, I apologize if this isn't my best work drawing-wise. So we have our lovely friend Haken here. Let's draw him down here, right? And we know he's 6 feet tall. And we know he cast a shadow. Here's a shadow. That's 2.5 feet in length. We know that there's a building over here. Go to window and a door. It's a very creepy looking building. And we know this building casts a 15-foot shadow. We need to figure out how tall the building is. Now, this may not um, seem like a similar triangles problem or a similar shapes problem, but if we look at this, we can see that these shapes are indeed similar to one another. We'll notice both of them have a shadow here. Notice the shadow I'm both highlighting in blue. We also both have a height here, which I'm highlighting in green. Even though there is no triangle here, we do have similar triangles, right? And you can see the corresponding spaces. We're used to setting up these proportions now, right? So we know that we're going to put greens on one side. Whoop, let me erase that. And we're going to do our blues on the other side. And you guys know I like to label. I'm going to do Hakan on the top and building on the bottom. So Hakan green is 6. The building green is X. For this we have 2.5 Hakan shadow, right? And then the shadow here is 15. Here, now we can cross multiply, right? 6 times 15 equals 2.5 times X. 6 times 15, let me, should be 90, but we're going to check, is 90, equals 2.5x. To solve for x, we just divide by 2.5. And we're going to get x equals 90 divided by 2.5, which gives us 36. So I'm going to label that in my diagram 36 feet. If we want to check our answer, the way we can do this is we can rewrite out our proportion. 6 over 36, and then 2.5 over 15, right, from right over here. 6 over 6 divided by 36 is 1.6 repeating. Let's try 2.5 divided by 15, and we get the same thing. This means you have done your work correctly here. We have found the length and they remain proportional to one another. I would recommend you snap a quick picture of this, and then we can start looking at the next example. All right, great job, guys. Let's look at another one. The next one we're going to look at is number 14 here. So we're going to read through it, and we are going to do a nice little screencast of this bad boy so we can get an answer here. So there we go. Let's draw this one out. Okay, so it says the tallest tree in the United States is a coast redwood, and it's 321 feet tall. So I'm not going to draw out. Actually, sure, I'll draw out a little tree. Boom, tree. Now we know this tree is 321 feet tall. Now I'm going to leave out the units for right now. And we know, suppose you, and I'm going to draw a little picture of me right here, right? And it says that I am 5'8". Remember that little dash and two dashes means feet and inches. Um, and my shadow is 2 feet. Um, there we go. And we need to figure out the length of this shadow. Now, it says here, here's our hint, convert 5'8" into feet decimal. Now, we did a video on this already. I'm going to show you how we rewrite this out, because we can't do operations in feet, inches, and just feet. Remember, we can't do those multiplication, division. We can't set up ratios using 5'8". We need to know what this is as a decimal. The way we do this, remember the whole number is 5 here in feet, and then we add to that a decimal value. The way we find this decimal value is we take our inches and we divide it by the number of inches in a foot, which is 12. So 8 divided by 12, 8 divided by 12 is 0.6 repeating. So I'm going to call this 0.67, so it rounds properly. Boom. So you can see how we can write this out now. So right below this, I'm actually going to change this. We know this is really 5.67. That's going to be much more helpful to us than that 5'8". So I'm going to start by highlighting my corresponding sides, shadow in blue, calling this side X. Then we're going to look at our heights, because the heights are like corresponding pieces. Boom, height there. We can set up our proportion now. Our proportion is going to be we have greens here and we have blues over here. I'm going to do the tree on the top, and I am going to do the person on the bottom. So the tree, 321 for green, the person, 5.67. For the blue, the tree is X, and our shadow is 2 here. So now I'm actually going to switch over to the document camera to complete this so we have a little bit more space. 5.1, or sorry, 5.67 is equal to x over 2. So I'm going to swap out of this, and we're going to go to, like I said, we're going to continue right over here in under the document camera. Hey guys, you get to see a nice up close pic of me there. Boom. We cross multiply here. 321 times 2 is 642 is equal to x times 567, which would be 5.67x. We divide both sides by 5.67. Divide both sides. Let's try that out. 642 divided by 5.67. Oh, got a syntax error. Oh, that's because I put that. And we get x is equal to 113.23 feet. So we now know, now sadly the picture doesn't stick around, so I'm going to draw up my tree again. We know the height of my tree was 321, and now we know the length of the shadow was 113.23. Now I was 5.67 feet and a shadow of 2 feet. So let's check to see if our answer is correct. 321 divided by so the heights, and let's see if that is equal to our shadow ratio. So we got 321 divided by 5.67. This gives me 56.6. 113 divided by 2, 56.6 as well. So you can see that these check out. The big thing you want to be working on, again, this is nothing new. We're still utilizing not special triangles, similar triangles, right? Like we did last unit. All we're doing now is drawing out the shapes ourselves, and make sure you please convert feet inches into decimal. It will not work if that is the case. Well, all right, guys, I hope that was helpful for you. Um, make sure you're watching these videos. Make sure you're keeping up with your work. Um, I hope you guys are doing well. I'll switch it over so you guys can see me. Um, hope you guys are doing well, and have a great rest of the day. Get those practices in.